going on, Saints fans? Welcome into another edition of Saints Now by Chat Sports. My name is Trace Girouard. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing a lot of free agency buzz and a lot of, rumors and news around the NFC South, the NFL, and, things that could impact the Saints this offseason. So before we get into that, I just want to say thank you guys to everyone who has tuned in to our awesome Combine coverage. We have been having so much fun out here in Indianapolis, and exhausted is an understatement. I'm sure you can see the bags under my eyes. I'm hurting, but I'm still going to give you guys that content. So if you guys enjoyed the content, if you enjoyed the videos, I encourage you to hit that thumbs up icon and like this video. But Ian Rappaport, he put out a post this morning saying that it's the end of an era for Tyron Smith and the Dallas Cowboys, as he will be a free agent, and it's unlikely that he will return in Dallas. And it's kind of wild because he's been out there since 2011. So, with Tyron Smith leaving, he should have some really good interest in NFL free agency because he had a really strong 2023 season. And like I said, he was with Dallas since 2011. He's been a big part of their offensive line. And at the end of the day, the Saints have a need at offensive tackle. If you ask me, I don't think that Trevor Penning has quite panned out. I don't really think that he is going to be a starting tackle in this league. Be honest, he got benched, and he wasn't even a part of the jumbo sets that, the New Orleans Saints were running on the goal line and everything. So it just doesn't make a ton of sense for the Saints to try and run it back with Trevor Penning. You got to address and add in free agency or in the draft this offseason. The offensive line has to get better. The offensive tackles need to protect Derek Carr better. The fact that Andrus Peat is taking starting snaps at the left tackle position and they're running with James Hurst in the guard position, it's just, I'm not a fan of it, and I think that Tyron Smith could be an interesting fit. And in terms of the numbers for him, he allowed 3 sacks. This is in 942 snaps, by the way. He allowed 3 sacks. He allowed 1 hit. 17 hurries. It's not great, and a PFF run grade of 68.4, but I'll tell you what, it's better than Trevor Penning's PFF grade, and it's just, I know PFF isn't the gospel when it comes to offensive linemen or NFL statistics in general, but this is a guy that could make a very big impact on the offensive line. He's a veteran. He's been in the league a long time and has played at a high level for a really long time. I think that you could go and get Tyron Smith for a cheap contract. Not a cheap contract, a short contract. Pay him a good amount of money, 2 years maybe, just so that way, if anything, he can help develop Trevor Penning a little bit more while still filling in that hole and protecting Derek Carr's blind side. And I'm sure Carr or whoever, takes quarterback snaps, whether it's Taysom Hill or if Jake Haener gets some run or if Jameis Winston runs it back with us Saints. Derek Carr is the starting quarterback, but whoever is taking snaps, I'm sure would appreciate the hell out of a veteran offensive tackle protecting their blind side and keeping them healthy. And in terms of just the fit for New Orleans, I think it is a good fit, and I think it could work out, and I do want to see the Saints improve their offensive line in some form or fashion this year. So another thing about Tyron Smith is he does stay healthy a good amount. So I'm going to kind of go through some numbers here, and I want you guys just to bear with me real quick. So in 2023, he missed 4 games. 2022, he missed 13 games. In 2021, he missed 6 games. In 2020, he missed 14. 2019 through 2016, he missed 3 games each season. So this is a guy, I know I just said that he doesn't miss a lot of time. He's a guy who will, early in his career wasn't missing a lot of time, and then now he's starting to pile up some injury issues. So, here we go, and I can already hear the people in the comment section typing let's overpay an aging, injured player. That's just the New Orleans Saints way. While I don't disagree, I do think that Tyron Smith could be like a decent fit. At the end of the day, you just have to get better at the offensive line position, and I don't think the New Orleans Saints can afford to go play or pay some of these massively big-time prime free agents at any position. So go invest at the offensive line with some veteran guys, protect your veteran quarterback, and have some young talent that can develop everywhere else. I think that should be the play with the New Orleans Saints. And in terms of just what you guys think, I want you to let me know in the comment section, would you sign Tyron Smith? Just give me a Y for yes or an N for no. go do some research, go look at his tape, go look at his numbers and his statistics on PFF, and I want you to let me know in the comment section what you think. It's your turn to be the GM, and if you get hit with the YouTube ad break, scroll down, share your thoughts. So really quick, just to kind of pivot into, another topic on today's show, I want to talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their situation within their free agency right now. Before that, got to give a big quick reminder to subscribe. Dude, I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm so tired. But if you guys want to keep getting coverage every day, doesn't matter if we're on 3 hours of sleep, doesn't matter if we're on 30 hours of sleep. We're going to get you guys some videos. It's going to be very interactive, and it's going to be very fun and informative. So I encourage you, lock us in. We're trying to reach 30,000 subs by the end of by the end of the off season. So help a brother out. Subscribe today. It's 100% free, and if you hate it in a week, just go ahead and unsubscribe, but I guarantee you'll still be here. So let's talk about Mike Evans and Baker Mayfield, because I think that those are both players that, let's just, not I think. They are in the NFC South. This impacts the New Orleans Saints, so that is why we're discussing it. When it comes down to Baker Mayfield, though, that is a really interesting topic. But I want to start with Mike Evans here, because let's just, close our eyes. I promise I'm not going to fall asleep here. Let's close our eyes and just go down memory lane. Y'all remember all the awesome Marshon Lattimore versus Mike Evans matchups? I mean, those were so much fun. They were awesome. They were scrappy. They were full of talent. I mean, those are some of the best players in recent history at their respective positions. Now, with Mike Evans, there's not really a way I think he ends up in New Orleans. I just don't see that happening. Could you imagine, though, if Mike Evans and Marshon Lattimore were on the same team? That would actually be pretty funny. But I just don't see that being the case here, because I think that he's going to go and command a lot of money elsewhere. And to be honest, I could see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just being like, hold on, whoa. Saints want to go and sign you? All right, F it, we're just going to give you the money just so the Saints can't have him. Like, I think that is a realistic way that the Buccaneers could go about things. And at the end of the day, Mike Evans is anything, if he is anything, it's consistent. 1,000 yards every single season he's been in the league. And it's been a long time. He's been in the league for a long time. Now, I think Evans could be a really interesting, signing in free agency. I don't know who wouldn't be interested by it, but it's just not going to happen. I personally think that he could end up with the Cowboys, the Chiefs, Ravens maybe. Like, some of these teams, I think, that have some money to spend, that need a wide receiver, that want a veteran. Like, I could see that being the case for Mike Evans. Now, when it comes to Baker Mayfield, this is a guy who this past season, I mean, you cannot knock what he did. He was impressive. 4,000 plus yards this year. He was really, he did a good job of protecting the football at certain, in certain situations and whatnot. And at the end of the day, he revitalized his career. I know a lot of y'all are going to, flame me in the comment section for showing this guy some love because he's on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But, dude, if you're a football fan, you have to like Baker Mayfield. He is a football player. He is a footballer through and through. Like, the grit, the tenacity, the mindset, the everything he has is awesome. And it's almost unmatched, I would say. And he is a guy that wherever he goes is going to give it his all. And I really, really like Baker Mayfield as a player. Obviously, he's not coming to the New Orleans Saints, but let me say this. If he does go and test free agency and Mike Evans and or Baker Mayfield leave, ladies and gentlemen, the NFC South once again is just absolutely wide open, and who knows what will happen, because let's go back to about a year ago now. Everyone was sitting here saying the Saints are going to win the division. That didn't happen. Right now, the Buccaneers division to lose. If they bring back Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans, might be a tough run. I'm not going to lie. Might be a tough run for New Orleans. But I do have faith in this team, and I do think that they are capable of making some big-time improvements this offseason. So that's just kind of, my thoughts. I wanted to hop on the mic, no graphics, nothing crazy. I just wanted to chop it up and talk ball with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your noties. And as always, Saints fans, y'all stay golden. Video coming at you tomorrow from my apartment. I'm going to get some sleep, get on a plane, and get the heck out of Indy. We'll see you next time.